The 2025 golf season is in full bloom at Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. The snow is gone, the grass is green, and the birds are singing, and hope abounds for the best golf season of your life. But you won't play your best with just any old discount equipment off the rack. You need clubs and a ball that fits your game, and that's where Golfdom comes in. Expert club fittings are not just for pros, it's for you and me. And I've personally seen the fitting ninjas at Golfdom extract distance and accuracy from everyday players just by putting them in the right shafts and lofts. When it comes to apparel, Golfdom is a fashionista's nirvana. Every major brand, all styles, and golf wear for every season and every condition. Bags, shoes, push carts, boom boxes, tees, gloves, training aids, towels, head covers, umbrellas, rangefinders, the list goes on and on. And they've got an armory of golf ball ammunition large enough to launch an assault on a Scottish castle. So just like the new season of the Capital Golf Gang being in full bloom, so too is golf season at Golfdom. Get into any location in the DMV, Tysons, Rockville, and Annapolis, or shop online at golfdomgolf.com, or wherever you go, look for the Worldwide Golf logo and get the best for your game.
In the shadow of the most powerful city in the world, the Capital Golf Gang is on the air with instructor John Ronis from the Ronis Academy at River Creek, Executive Director of the Middle Atlantic PGA, John Gould, and now your host in Washington, D.C., Steve Zabin.
Final edition of 2025 of the Capital Golf Gang. We are here at the Center Fitting Studio at Golfdom in Tyson's Corner. The gang is here, the OG gang. Mr. Ronis, Mr. Gould, and Buddy is back from his travels as well. Good to see you, Buddy. How are you?
Good to be back with you guys.
Yeah. Nice.
In this nice warm weather we have now.
Yeah,
right?
it's gorgeous.
Oh, it is cold out there.
Today's brutal.
Cold.
Yeah.
And it's cold as well pretty much everywhere in the country except for the Deep South. Now, I got to give a shout out and sympathies to my good friend and longtime golf buddy, Eric Gitter, who is turning 50 years old this month. In fact, in a couple days, actually.
He and Tiger.
He and Tiger later on. That's about the only similarity. They have December birthdays. Anyway, he had planned this little golf trip for a couple of guys down in Pinehurst with Ronnie Thomas's assistants to get on the famed number 2 this coming Monday and Tuesday. And this trip was one of those trips, like a lot of golf trips that get billed as, well, you know, chances are the weather won't be too bad.
What's it saying?
Chances are
I see where this is going.
not too bad. These are red flags, warning sirens for you or anyone else on a trip. Chances are won't be too bad. The problem is, too bad is a very subjective thing. Too bad of weather, whether it's rain or wind or cold, can vary greatly.
For sure.
Well, what Gould always says when we talk about weather forecasts, his response to that would be, chances are it's not going to be too good. Because when he says 50% rain, and Gould will always say, 50% great.
Right.
Well, in this case.
So the not too bad is a very subjective thing. The chances are is also a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
Because God has his own plans for the weather. Now, I give you this forecast that I just called up for Pinehurst on Monday and Tuesday. Sunday when they arrive, 44 degrees and a 40% chance of frozen mix. They were due to play the Cradle that afternoon. The Cradle, Buddy, as you know, is one of the most wonderful little romping areas of par 3, barefoot, warm weather, cocktail in hand.
Right weather,
I've never envisioned playing the Cradle with Gore-Tex on.
Look at the emoji that it puts up there, too. It's like you put that up there?
There is a bit of a...
That's really good.
I figured that one out there.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought that was on there.
And then Monday, the day they play number 2, 35 degrees and sunny at its best moment of the day, which will probably be 2 in the afternoon. You'll notice the low temperature is 22. Now, if they do get snow or a frozen mix Sunday and it plunges to 22,
Yeah, it could be a little
Do
icy
they
there.
shovel the greens and tees?
No.
No.
How does that work?
You lose your tee time.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
not playing.
So let's just say a prayer. Golf prayer for my buddy Gitter and his boys who are going down there. I almost said yes to this trip. And then something in me said, this was in the early part of October where suddenly my schedule freed up. And I was playing some great
Delicate.
rounds in warmish fall weather. And so I was imbued with the notion of, it'll only be a little bit colder by December.
Chances are it's going to suck in December.
Chances are it's going to suck. So I said no, but get her, have a great time down there. And I pray for better weather. And of course, if you look at the forecast, the Thursday before, 55.
Yeah.
And then the Wednesday after, almost 60.
55 here right now would feel like 80.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
But
today,
take the jackets off.
today you should be in Golfdom and any other worldwide golf shop shopping.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
what
day
you got to
for it.
catch up. Got to get your stuff ready.
Get some nice winter and or late fall wear. Like I busted out this
or
nice.
Or maybe
gifts.
a gift.
Yeah.
Yes,
It is
or
that time.
gift
We are
wrappers.
on the 2-week watch.
I mean,
for
it's-
the big. The
And
big
you know,
one.
most golfers are procrastinators,
They
so
are.
I mean, they got to
Yeah.
get in.
They
it.
wait.
Especially the men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to start with something that has greatly disappointed me. In fact, it is.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
No, it doesn't involve you.
Thanks
Okay.
again.
I was
Glenn.
going to get up and leave.
I already pre-calibrate my expectations of you,
Yeah.
so I am no longer disappointed.
That's good. I like it.
No, this is something that had been one of the best new things that social media and the internet had spawned up. And a guy who I thought was a real hero, doing God's work when it comes to golf tournaments, especially net golf tournaments.
I know where you're going with it.
Yip,
Did you hear about it?
Well, I
Yip
saw something
Strickler.
about it. Yeah.
Yip Strickler has fallen. Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
someone sued him?
No, worse. He's sold out. A flat-out, unrepentant, shameless chasing of a few bucks. And in the process, I would say this to Yip, and I was going to try to book him for our little golf show here, but there's no longer a need. I'd say it to his face. With all due respect, you've wrecked your brand, sir. What have you done? Now, maybe he'll go on and making tons of money selling Sun Cruiser vodka seltzers, but it's so sad to see what I saw this week with Yip. Now,
I didn't see this. I'm so
Okay.
Yes,
disappointed
please
myself.
elaborate.
okay, so I'm going to take you to a little website called youtube.com. YouTube. Yip has started his own YouTube podcast. Okay, I'm going to take this down here. Okay. His first guests for his YouTube podcast, which has no less than, I counted, 6 or 7 interruptions to hawk yardage books, Sun Cruiser seltzers, other accessories. And again, in theory, go get what you're going to go get, but you're doing it by interviewing and platforming the 2 biggest sandbagging rats that you have, smoked out of the attic in your entire run on the internet, Mr. Memba, as a guy who polices handicaps. This is Ryan Smith and Mike Paget. Let me get the names right here. That won the Barstool Classic. Tommy Paget. Okay, here we go. Tommy Paget is over here wearing the hack hat. He is a former mini tour player, former collegiate
Yeah, I
player.
remember I heard that name.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. But once you're playing amateur net events, you need to carry a real handicap. Ryan Smith, meanwhile, is just a good old North Kakalaki dude, bro, who's going to brag about how he likes to play the game of golf. He's obviously very good, but I want you to listen to this and just shake your head at how quickly and how far Mr. Let's Go to the Gin has fallen.
Getting some. This should help you guys a little bit. Speaking of like different kind of action here, Tommy, according to a couple anonymous sources, I've heard that you are a phenomenal card player, especially when it comes to the game of gin. Is this true?
No, I'm probably slightly above average at gin.
Oh, do you have an app on your phone where you have learned how to play gin so well? Do you have a gin app
Post gin.
on your phone? Do you have the app on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I actually have a gin.
Does he
I have a
does he
gin.
use
I
it?
have,
No.
I'd have to look up my number, but I have a number and everything, where you you go in there and enter, and I just don't care about doing it. I mean, I really don't. But I mean, people that really know me, they know that I'm depending on the golf course, I'm anywhere from summertime +1 scratch on certain golf courses. Hard golf courses, I'm gonna be a 2 or 3, and quite honestly, in November to about March, I'm probably a solid 3 or 4 handicap anyway. So people that know me would know that, but these people don't know you, and they just think, oh, he's a sandbagger. The only thing I want my trophy that says biggest sandbagging rat of the year. I want that, and I need you to send that to me. That's what I want.
Well, you're definitely in the running. The winners are going to be announced here in the next few weeks. We're going through a lot of voting. The votes are rolling in. If you guys haven't voted, it's because it actually doesn't exist. Definitely going to be a lot of winners of the Yippee Awards coming up. And
he's a terrible card player.
Or Hold'em. I mean, Ryan plays cards. Ryan killed him out there in Arizona. He probably won more money playing poker in Arizona than he did playing golf. Seriously.
That's actually true. But I wasn't playing cards. I was playing blackjack.
Okay.
And I was also out there. See, people don't actually understand. I was out there 7 days away from the family. 7 days drinking, golfing, gambling for 7 days.
Sounds like a blast.
It is. But a lot of these guys take it serious and actually try to win these tournaments and go to bed at 9 at night. I mean, I'm up till 2, 3 a.m. leaving the blackjack table, waking up at 7 to go play golf with a 58-year-old hack.
Exactly.
Cheater, douchebag.
Yeah.
I would run from these clowns so fast.
Do they have jobs?
Oh, this guy's married. Look at his beautiful bride up there. He's got all his photos. But, he was out there playing cards, drinking. Man, I don't try in this thing. That's for losers. I'm cool.
I guess you don't have to try if you're handicapped.
I'm Ryan Smith. Yeah.
How about the other guy who said, well, in the summer and in the winter, the handicap is a reflection of your overall potential, period. It doesn't.
On some courses.
He's obviously not entering course, but that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You can't say, well, usually in the fall, I'm a 4.
Certain courses.
On certain courses, right.
Yeah.
This crushed me, buddy. It really did.
Well, yeah, the fact that he's bringing these guys on, he was supposed to go in there and figure out who these guys are and expose them. Now he's
making them, platforming them.
Yeah.
And
he's also got the sunglasses
them.
on, thinking he's Club Pro guy and all this stuff.
He's playing up that.
That's the least of it, Ronus. The bigger thing is he realized, this was my biggest sort of out yet of outing these guys. Mm-hmm. And it's got the most steam. He also previously went on the Barstool podcast of Foreplay. So he kind of yucked it up there instead of telling him.
Well, that's what he is. He's tiptoeing around this thing, trying to be, joking about it when he should ask him really serious Barbara Walters questions.
Well, these guys are having fun. These guys are bragging about it, and they don't care.
You got to call him on that.
Well, Padgett is like, I want my trophy for the biggest sandbagger.
Yeah.
They don't know. People who know me, blah, blah. He doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
And Ryan Smith is Mr. Cool Guy with his glass of bourbon and his beautiful bride wall behind him bragging about, I don't try at these things.
Yeah.
Playing cards all night.
I stayed up all night.
And I win. I win at cards, too. I win at blackjack.
I won more.
Oh, yeah.
And blackjack's not cards either because he's that big of a gambler. I didn't play cards. I played blackjack.
Right.
Well, those are cards as far as I know.
If you have any time and the stomach for it, you should just watch the whole thing.
I will not.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying these guys basically tell on themselves for an hour, and they basically admit. Now I want you to hear a little bit more about this.
You got the right hat on for it too, don't I?
So we make it fun. It's it's very fortunate that we won. Obviously, we're very proud of it, but we don't go out. I don't go out to anywhere to lose, but we go out there more so just to have a good time.
Before the Barstool Classic, before it happened on what is November 17th through the 19th, maybe a week before the event, I got a phone call from a Charlotte area code, and I just had to pick up. I usually never answer my phone if I don't know the number, but I just had a really good feeling about it. Tommy, when you called me that day, what was the purpose of the phone call?
Well, it just kind of got carried away. I love you making jokes and all that stuff. Poor old Ginger, you put her in there on the pegging deal back in March and all that bullshit. But
Yes, I do apologize for that.
I mean, we can take it. I have no problem.
That was the point.
Don't apologize.
Have you taken it? Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. Thank God. But
I'll try anything twice. Go ahead.
here's the deal, man. I mean, we had played and people were like, for example, there's this punk named Jason McCordick out at Pine Island Country Club. I love the owners of Pine Island Country Club. The Griffins are great people. I just can't believe somebody like Jason McCordick could be a member out there. I mean, the guy's his nickname's Duck for a reason. He's a duck. He won't gamble, but if he would be a duck. That's what he would be to somebody like me.
Yeah. So that's this whole guy's deal. I like, go play your money games.
Yep.
Go drink and have fun, but don't play net events. Not without a real handicap. There's other segments in here in which they say, "Oh, I will enter the right scores." Let me see if I can find.
If he could hit it more than 220, I would actually consider it, but he can't.
Yeah.
So luckily, I mean,
So
and obviously
I
Tommy's
need 2 or 3 more shots next year. Yep. What do you think?
I don't know. I bet if you start posting your scores, we'll know exactly how many scores you should get. It'd be incredible. We'll know exactly.
I guess, the old cliche saying, what is it? Garbage in, garbage out. I mean, you can put what you want. But I'm going to put the right scores in, I promise. I'll probably still be a 2-point.
Well, the entire net golf community would thank you if you did do that. That would be awesome. Tommy,
So there you go. Just completely caved, completely folded. Just so sad.
Yep.
So I don't know if there's a new guy.
I hope he made a lot of money from this because I am disappointed, like you said.
It's impossible he made a lot of money. He's only got 1,300 subscribers. He's got 4,000 views. I mean, that's not much right there. The comments, though, you should look at the comments, though, including the Bryan brothers say, yeah, we both know you, Tommy, with a laughing emoji. They know he's like just a money game hustler. These guys are exactly who we thought they were. These guys just went on a podcast, told on themselves for an hour. Got to respect the audacity.
You don't have to respect anything.
No.
Obviously, they're being facetious.
So anyway, is there any salvation to be had? Can Yip find his way back to being on the side of those of us sick of sandbagging rats? Or is he gone, and is there anyone else that could step in his place?
Well, anyone could step in his place.
Yeah, I mean,
You got to want to do it, though.
I think what's going to be the problem is I think he will continue to, quote unquote, out people for sandbagging on the internet, but we're always going to wonder who's he not outing because he has some kind of relationship with them because
or
of
what
all this
tournaments
stuff.
he goes gloves off because Barstool Sports doesn't want him saying this tournament is completely illegitimate. They let anyone in, including former semi-pro sandbagging douchebags.
That's exactly right.
Nice tournament. Don't plan on winning it because there's a +3 who's got a 4 handicap because he doesn't put scores in.
Unfortunately, it happens as he points out. It happens in every single event on the planet.
Well, and that's sort of the justification.
Right.
Like, people know who I am, and I'm too cool to enter the scores. The point is that it's Yip Strickler who rolled over.
Yep.
Like he's there hawking all this stuff now.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Without taking the hard line on those guys.
Yeah. Anyway, very sad on that. You're excited for the TGL, which starts up when now, buddy? You're probably the one that's most keyed in on this. You love this.
I enjoyed it last year. I did see just late December, I think it's starting.
Okay.
So
before the Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
And have you seen some of the new hole designs, including this one?
I like the Stinger one. Is that the one?
Yes. This is called the Stinger, and it's obviously it's not at all a buildable golf hole, but it's sort of like in these Arizona, Utah canyons where you have to hit it under this huge rock ledge or
hit a big sweeper.
Hit a big sweeping hook around it. Look at that. Ronus.
That's pretty intense right there.
See, that's pretty cool, right?
Was it here we talked about it or somewhere else? But they had some big name designer design it. Yeah. And it was just an ordinary hole.
It was a lovely but ordinary hole.
Right. So this is
where people said you're missing the point.
Correct. This is what virtual golf. This is what I would want from virtual golf.
Right.
Well, and also from the show, right? We talked about it like we don't need it to be professional golf at its finest. We want some entertainment out of it, and this is kind of entertainment.
I agree.
Right. Adam Scott is qualified for all the majors again next year. That'll make it 25 years in a row.
Wow.
If he's healthy and plays in all 4.
Century mark.
That is an incredible number right there. Adam Scott, Siwoo Kim, and Michael Hollick qualify for the Open Championship from the Crown Australian Open.
So, but still not eligible for the Hall of Fame, correct? Because he didn't win a major?
No, he won one.
Oh, no, he won the Masters. Yeah. Right. Okay, so it's incredible.
So what are the qualifications for the...
I think you have to win one major for the World Golf Hall of Fame.
I'm not even sure.
Hey, tough. I don't know.
Okay. I just
made that up.
But I just appreciate the consistency of excellence. That is super hard to do.
But I also...
Because he doesn't have a ton of exemptions. He doesn't have like a U.S. Open, 2 PGAs, a Masters, and a British.
Yeah.
He's got one.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But he also, I remember him in a playoff qualifying for the U.S. Open. So it's not from him. He's gone through those extra steps.
And this one too, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's that story. There's been rumors this week as well, as the end of the season always brings the obligatory live rumors. The first story that kind of percolated up was that Brooks Koepka may not play live next year in a way to get a head start on his re-entry to the PGA Tour. It might involve fines. It might involve some suspension until he is eligible again. He has not commented on it, and I think the rumors sort of fizzled. I can't believe he would, because he's got this year's contract on live.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You might as well finish it to the end and then just not re-sign.
Right.
To me, you might say, well, I don't want to waste any more time over on this tour that I don't like. Just play it out. Take all your money, then play it out.
Yeah, because when you're talking about getting into the majors, which is probably the most important thing for him, so he's set on the majors, right, because of his PGA championship.
He still has 5 years. Yep.
So he's set on those. So there is no reason to necessarily jump onto the PGA Tour. And even if he did jump onto the PGA Tour, there would be no guarantee that he's going to get into the majors by world ranking points because he's got that short runway to go on. So why wouldn't you this is why you went in the first place, is to take the money. Just take the rest of your money and then see if you can get back on. But his career's probably pretty much done anyways.
What I am
fascinated too early.
What I'm fascinated by is it's a little bit like the mob when you're leaving live. Are they gonna give you a?
They gonna let you leave?
Yeah.
Right.
Are they gonna allow you? Are they gonna give you an offer you can't refuse? In other words,
money?
Not money. Means
ruin your life?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's what you gotta think that. Look at what they do in the rest of their. Not sport washing, but business dealings. I would be afraid
to leave. Scary motherfuckers.
Yes, that's what I would be worried about leaving.
Wow, the leaving. Yeah, I never thought about that.
That's serious.
But I also
just play bad enough they don't want you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I also saw where someone said the PGA Tour should just step in and give him back his credentials right away.
Because he's a 5-time major winner.
Because he's a 5-time major winner, and that'll send a shockwave back to live, which would be interesting.
Because DeChambeau's the pawn.
Yeah.
Right. That's fascinating. So just preemptively, the PGA Tour says, "Oh, you're welcome back."
Yeah, because you've done this, so that they can have
it doesn't apply to everybody.
Like a lifetime membership to the PGA Tour, because you've won 5 majors.
But the rank and file would revolt, buddy.
I'm sure, but it would be interesting if they pulled that card.
You never know. Yeah.
Right, because they could be like, this is only helping them in the long run.
Plus, how many people on the PGA Tour currently? And let's just leave Tiger out of this because he's not really on the PGA Tour. How many have? He has 5.
Yeah.
How many have 5 majors?
Not more.
Probably
than
3.
Yeah, not more than a few. And how many are on live?
Rory.
So
has 6.
Yeah. Scotty's 4.
So what about a limited time? What about a limited time window to say you're free to come back? But we're only going to open this portal for a month.
Yeah.
Like a month-long portal.
Got a transfer portal like the NCAA.
Right.
And a $1 million payment or something like that, to get back in.
A nominal payment. Yeah. So at least that would tamp down the rank and file. No, to the tour, to the Joes on the tour.
Yeah.
The Jimmy and Joes that we pissed off. Like, you're letting this guy back in without any
And you
punishment?
cut us to 100 spots, so now it's 101. Yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, you leave that window open and see who comes through the door. Put some cheese out there. That'd be fascinating.
Have I told you the story about him at the Medalist?
But you don't want them.
Yeah, you do.
You only want those 2.
Right. Right. That's all you want.
Do you want any more?
Yeah, by invitation only.
No one cares about Joaquin Neiman.
Yeah.
He's good. But no one cares about him.
I don't know if Joaquin Niemann
or Puig.
It's Koepka.
David Puig.
And I don't even know how much Koepka's really wanted back
No,
on
but
the tour.
he's one of those guys that, like social media and stuff. He's one of the bros.
Yeah.
Well, so Koepka is a member at the Medalist, and my buddy who's a member there said they used to let those guys in, and then they said, hey guys, it costs too much. We need you guys to pay. So we'll let you in, pay this amount by this date, and you're in, and gave him a deal. So Brooks missed that
window.
Communication, shows up one day, and they're like, Mr. Koepka, you're longer a member.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, what's it cost? And they're like, well, the full rack rate's $175. He goes back, writes him a check for $175,000, drops it off, and then goes back on to his life. So
he's
he
a member
would pay that $1 million.
at the Grove too.
Is he?
Yeah, and that was Jordan said no one gets in for free.
Yeah,
that was $500.
Imagine
Except
tour players
John
having
Ronis.
Not me. No.
Yeah. Imagine tour players having to write a check to belong to a club.
Yeah.
I got to believe that burns their ass just a bit.
Yeah,
I
but at the
gotta
right
believe
type of
they-
the club, that's what you pay for. To be able
Pine
to left
Valley,
alone.
Cypress Point, yeah.
Well, you don't get to just write a check.
I know.
Because they could have turned to him and said, "You missed your thing," but
Yeah,
also
you're done.
we have a waiting list.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do too. That's why they were in
They should have told
chance to do this.
Should have told Brooks. Well, you can start as a social member,
Right, right.
The
You
waiting
can eat
list.
dinner here 3 days a week.
Yep, you have to go in front of the membership committee.
Yeah, got to play around with them.
Go to the mixer.
Make sure you're a good guy. I mean, those guys too. They're a little bit more of a hassle at a place like that than the normal person. They don't totally want them there completely anymore. Because now in the era of like the Grove, where they're rolling around in shorts and a t-shirt, gym shorts and a t-shirt, that's really why the Grove is there. Because Jordan was over at the Medalist, I guess, and I think it was the Medalist or Bears Club, and he was causing too much commotion.
Why do you need to wear gym shorts and a t-shirt playing golf? How hard is it to put a belt on?
No, not one of them was. I'm telling you right now, not one of them.
Golf shorts and a golf shirt are the most comfortable thing you can get in the summer.
Last time I
why
was
do you
there,
need to be in pickup clothes?
Koepka was there and Fitzpatrick were there. Those were the two tour players that were there that day. And Rory was there. Rory was dressed appropriately, and the other two were dressed in gym clothes.
I think just a lot of these tour pros, they're going to be as slobby as they can possibly
Well, because
be.
they're always got to be, dressed appropriately. And
because they think they're
this
athletes?
is their time off. No, I think it's their time off. It's
A little
their
bit of
complete
that.
away from the tour.
Yeah, a little bit of that and a little bit I can.
Do they hate their own nerd clothes uniforms? Does it feel like putting on their
suits and
McDonald's?
ties?
No, but like, their host,
suit and tie.
their host there, their owner never dresses poorly. I mean, he's
He's
perfectly.
Michael fucking Jordan.
I know, but I mean, he could roll around in a t-shirt and shorts. He never does.
And I would say, he doesn't.
He never does.
Good.
Oh no, he's
Good.
perfectly dressed.
Good. Jordan's got some decorum.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I wonder why he allows it then.
They built the club with one rule, and that is don't be an asshole, and you can't take pictures. That's basically all it is. When you come in as a guest, you're not an asshole, and you don't take pictures.
Well, how
you
do you-
abide by those rules. I don't know how I play.
You clearly didn't take
I don't
pictures,
say a
but the other
word
part.
when I walk on that campus. But it's and you don't talk to the animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was what they came up with, and then
Animals being
they
the
take
famous
advantage
people.
of it. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, year in review. I did my best using all of my AI search agents on the interwebs to remind me what were the biggest stories month by month, Grok, for the year of 2025 in the world of golf. And I got some results, and I was like,
It's amazing how much we've forgotten.
I am looking
it is
forward to this.
amazing how much we've forgotten. I'm going to remind everybody that. Plus, I've got my short list for the shots of the year on the PGA Tour. That's next. We are here at Golfdom. Inside, it's warm. Come on in. Get on fitted for some great clubs and equipment. We're back with the Capital Golf Gang right after this. The 2025 golf season is in full bloom at Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. The snow is gone, the grass is green, and the birds are singing, and hope abounds for the best golf season of your life. But you won't play your best with just any old discount equipment off the rack. You need clubs and a ball that fits your game, and that's where Golfdom comes in. Expert club fittings are not just for pros, it's for you and me. And I've personally seen the fitting ninjas at Golfdom extract distance and accuracy from everyday players just by putting them in the right shafts and lofts. When it comes to apparel, Golfdom is a fashionista's nirvana. Every major brand, all styles, and golf wear for every season and every condition. Bags, shoes, push carts, boom boxes, tees, gloves, training aids, towels, head covers, umbrellas, rangefinders, the list goes on and on. And they've got an armory of golf ball ammunition large enough to launch an assault on a Scottish castle. So just like the new season of the Capital Golf Gang being in full bloom, so too is golf season at Golfdom. Get into any location in the DMV, Tysons, Rockville, and Annapolis, or shop online at golfdomgolf.com, or wherever you go, look for the Worldwide Golf logo and get the best for your game. We're back. Time for our year in review, 2025, all the stuff that happened, or at least as much stuff as I could research and remember and Google and Grok and everything else. I've tried to put it into certain categories, and I don't want you guys to see all the categories ahead of time, but I'm going to try to get this here. All right. Okay, I'm going to scroll up and do this. Don't look at the screen if you don't mind.
Okay. I'm staring into the light, and now I'm getting dizzy.
Okay. All right. It doesn't matter if you look now. It's fine. Golf show, year-end stuff 2025. To me, the 6 biggest stories, basically the 4 majors, Ryder Cup, and then one more. Rory wins the Masters and cries like a baby.
Yep.
Scheffler holds off Bryson and others at Quail. J.J. Spawn drops a bomb in the rain at Oakmont.
Yep.
Incredible finish. Scotty dominates at Royal Portrush, and it wasn't even close. Those are your majors right there. Europe wins the Ryder Cup. U.S. points fingers. Tiger announces he'll play in the Genesis, but then half of L.A. burns down. Genesis can't be held at Riviera. They go to Torrey Pines, and Tiger doesn't play anyway because his mom, Tita, passes. And then he's announced that he has ruptured his Achilles and is out anyway. Played a little bit on the TGL. So in other words, Tiger's year,
Totally
and some
shot.
people had some hopes that he would be a more active participant in TGL and maybe play at Augusta. Just
Not even
went
close.
terribly wrong. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Ronis, you don't have to look dead straight into the
He's
ether.
looking
It's
into the
okay.
light.
I'm thinking, actually.
This is what Brooks
I'm
Koepka is
thinking.
going to be having to do.
I'm thinking those are all good, really good. I'm trying to think about every single one of them.
Some new things in 2025. TGL opens for business after they were delayed by over 2 years. A year and a half,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
after their initial facility
Caved
blew
in,
down,
right? Yeah.
caved in a storm, and they said, well, we got to build it more strong, better. Cost a lot of money. I'm sure there's a lot of insurance paperwork. They have a beautiful facility. We'll see how long the whole venture lasts. Going into year 2, though. Scott O'Neill replaces Greg Norman atop the LIV Tour in January. Later, after the end of the year, LIV decides we're going to go to 72 holes. Still no cut, but at least 72 holes. Still shotguns, still music,
Still short.
still shorts.
And still no promotion and relegation, or very little.
There is a little bit of wash up
Yeah.
and down,
Yep.
4 or 5 spots. And then
And
there's
still no world ranking points officially.
no,
Right.
Now they are going to apparently change the names of a couple teams.
Oh, no.
They filed
all
You're
your
gonna have to get
hats.
new hats.
Yes.
All your hats.
No,
You're
listen.
devastated.
No, I'm delighted. These are collectibles.
Okay.
My Fireballs hat,
All right.
1 of 1.
Oh, they're
the Ironheads
getting
hat.
rid of it.
So the Ironheads, the Fireballs, a third team, I think, are changing names because somebody noticed
What
they
about
filed
Ripper?
new. I think Ripper GC is still okay.
Okay.
But they have filed new trademarks for certain team names. And the rumor is these are not new teams.
What about all the people that bought those teams
know.
for millions of
That is-
dollars?
I'm sure the shareholders of the teams were consulted on
They
this.
feel like us here in Washington with our football team having to change their name.
That's right.
Here, let me see if I can find this.
What they're going to do.
Trademarks.
This is kind of the worst news I've gotten this week. Devastating.
What are there 12 teams? I'm trying to remember. Is it 12 or are there more now?
No, 13 because of Rom,
Because of Rom.
right?
And Anthony Kim.
And,
two
well, that's
extra,
true.
and 2 extra
And I
guys.
understand that Zabe is actually into that, but of the 3 of us, do you think combined, how many names could we come up with of the 13
of the actual team names?
Oh, Zabe he can name
I
every hole
know.
at
I'm just saying the
Augusta.
three of us. Zabe could do it. He's brilliant.
I would have to memorize it like I did the holes at Augusta.
I don't
So
know.
here-
Let's,
Collectively, the
I'll
three of
go
us.
4 aces. You're next,
Ripper.
buddy.
Well, I was going to say the Legion 13.
There
Okay.
you go.
Was that Rob's
Zabe?
team?
Yeah.
Cleeks.
Range goats.
I'm done.
Ironheads.
Yeah.
Well, they were in the story. Yeah, and Fireballs.
I'm done
I guess.
too.
I'm done.
So
I
at
was
the
hoping he
US
wouldn't say range goats.
at
So
the
we
US
got to 4 with
At the
us.
U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website, a number of clues came up, including trademarks for the following: Real Club de Toros, GC, Southern
That's got to be Rom, though, right?
Southern
No, it's
Balindi
Sergio.
GC. It's Sergio, it's the
Oh,
firehouse.
Firehouse.
Southern Balindi GC, and then Becco East GC.
Is Belinda one of the Australian group guys? I don't even know.
Balindi is a town in the southeast of India,
Obviously, you can see that they're just starting
Which
to
might
create
si-
their worldwide dominance.
which might suggest a new team made up of players from the subcontinent.
Yeah.
Currently, Anabarn Lahiri plays on DeChambeau's Crushers.
There's
yeah.
another one.
Crushers.
They
How
might
did we not come
defect.
up with the
I know.
Crushers?
Crushers.
I could picture the blue and yellow. I couldn't picture what the name was.
Ripper GC is all Aussie.
Yeah.
Stinger is all South African.
Stinger missed that one.
Torque is all Latin America.
Torque.
As of Becco East, your guess is as good as ours, although according to the Urban Dictionary, to Becco is the result of someone ingesting a mixed bucket of various alcoholic beverages and other party extras.
So that's the
Wow.
people in the clubhouse that they're doing the
I guess,
music.
I don't know.
Wow.
The Internet Invitational was a new thing in 2025. No matter what you think of it, it was an unqualified success. Drew a lot of people watching it, a lot of talk on social media. It's on my list of things to knock off as I watch as we're into the holidays here and I got some time. I'm going to try to watch it and try to be open-minded about it. With, of course, Barstool and Good and Bob Does Sports and Paige Spiranak all coming together to play this big
Cheater.
tournament. There is no more starting strokes at the Tour Championship. That was new this year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Staggered start went away.
And
in
one by Tommy
2025.
Ladd, right?
Yep.
Also, lab putters took off in popularity, thanks in all part to good old JJ Spawn making that putt with a lab putter, and then they promptly sold off to private equity because that's what you do in America.
Sure.
Good for them.
Now I guess it'll be garbage.
No, I don't think it'd be garbage, but they couldn't produce enough clubs, right, buddy?
Yeah, and
They
you know what?
needed money.
JJ kind of solidified it at the end, but like the popularity of that putter was unbelievable, and really without
Already.
that much
Right.
tour support.
But
Adam
it
Scott
is
started
it is
early.
one of the newer wheels out there that we haven't had changes in putters for years and years and years, and they did come up with a new gizmo there, and it's very good.
Well,
it's very good.
And go look at all the other major manufacturers.
Well, they're all
now
doing it now. Yes.
that are out
So
in
what's
the putting
interesting-
area here at Golfdom, and you'll see their version of the lab.
but the lab's still the Cadillac.
Yeah.
Remember, it's
Well,
the OG.
of that genre. But
Yeah.
I did the Golf Digest hot list for years, and they kept telling us about this putter that's unbelievable. It's and the what do they call it? The scientists. They thought it was great. And we were sit there as retailer and say, yeah, nobody knows of it, nobody's heard of
nobody's
it, nobody
And this
cares.
was, and this was
So
lab
that was
putters.
going
Yeah.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
So it took him a long time to get it up to speed to where it, and so it looked like a flash in a pan the way it all played out because it got so hot so quick, and then he sells out and it's done. But it took him a long time.
That was
Well,
Callaway. Remember the S2H2? This hosel and the
Yeah.
bore through and all the other stuff. And we're like, come on. And then the Big Bertha comes out, and you're like, really? This is a joke.
Yeah.
Well, worked out pretty good.
Well, they say most overnight success, buddy, takes 9 years.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Oh,
what
wow.
happened there.
Expression, yes.
Never
So,
heard that.
good, I mean, good for them at Lab. And
Kind of like our show.
yeah.
We're an overnight success.
Okay, things that were not new in 2025 with our year in review. People got drunk at the Waste Management.
What do you
Thankfully,
know?
nobody died, and it was a little less chaotic than the year before. Also, Thomas Detry was your winner, and if I didn't tell you that, there is zero chance you would have remembered
Nope.
who
No,
won the Waste
and you
Management.
hadn't heard from him since, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still
I'd have
there
to
under
look
the
up the rest of
stands.
his results, but anyway. None of the hot live rumors came true about this time last year. Remember, there's always these rumors: this guy's going to leave, that guy's going to leave.
Yeah, we got some this year already. So
some of the Korean stars on the tour, Sung Jae Im,
Yep. Schauffele was
Siwoo Kim as well.
Schauffele was really rumored, one of the big ones at the beginning of the year.
None of the live rumors came true. That was a not new thing for 2025. People found reasons to hate Brandel Chambly. Not new for 2025. Another year came, another year went.
Correct.
People had their feelings about Brandel Chambly. Bryson did a ton of trick shots on YouTube and got a lot of views and apparently monetized it for close to $1 million.
Good for him. I watched him.
You watched him?
Yep.
Okay.
Not me.
I did.
And then one thing that was not new, that one move that Golf Digest promised would add 20 yards to your drives did not, in fact, add
narrator
20 yards.
For the 60th straight year.
In fact, did not.
2025 in review, the following people did not win in 2025. These are all very good golfers. Patrick Cantlay, Colin Morikawa, Shane Lowry, Sam Burns. But they all finished second. In fact, a couple finished multiple second place. I believe Lowry had a couple seconds. Burns finished second at the, forget where it was.
Should have finished second at the U.S. Open.
Right. Yeah. Morikawa finished second at the Arnold Palmer. Still hasn't won in 3+ years. Cantlay finished second at the Tour Championship to Fleetwood. Golf is hard. These are all good players. None of them won in 2025.
Tiger didn't win either.
And Nelly Korda didn't win.
And John Rahm didn't win.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Golf is
against that.
Golf is a game of perseverance, 2025 edition. Joe Highsmith makes the cut on the number at the Cognizant and goes on to win.
Yep.
That was a cool thing, wasn't it?
It was. Thing.
On the number, made the cut, and he went on to win. Angel Cabrera gets cleared to play golf again, out of jail, into the U.S.,
plays the
promptly
Masters.
wins his first event that he plays in, and then wins a major.
His first event that he played in was on the PGA Tour of Americas. That was the first tour, so-called, event that he played in.
Oh, wow.
Then he went on to win 2 Champions Tour majors.
Did he play the Masters this year? Or he's going to play it next year.
He
Okay.
played it this year, and then he won the senior PGA at Congressional.
There you go.
Yeah.
For us.
Yep.
Welcome back, Angel. You know, he paid his debt to society, and he's back. Good for him. Golf is a game of perseverance. Tommy Fleetwood finally wins on the PGA Tour, and he does it in grand style, taking the Tour Championship.
Yeah. And everyone's happy about it.
Because he's such a nice guy. Because he dealt with all of the failure so wonderfully, so professionally, with such a positive outlook of, well, didn't happen this time.
Just
but
got to put myself in it.
Keep on knocking.
Yep.
2025, golf is a game of perseverance. Ryan Fox wins twice, and he wins at the RBC in Toronto in a 4-hole sudden death. That was the one he beat Burns in.
Right.
4 holes. That was wild, that
And
tournament.
they changed the whole position.
They'd recut the hole. They're like, well, we got to do something to make him shotgun a beer or something, you know? So you can handle it. Awesome. Golf is a game of perseverance. Keegan Bradley wins the Travelers over Scotty Scheffler.
That's right.
His second win of the
With
year.
his kids walking out on the green.
Right, making it a very interesting decision by the time the Ryder Cup selection process came around.
Yep.
Justin Rose, golf is a game of perseverance. Nearly 50 wins the FedEx St. Jude against Scotty Scheffler.
Had a really good year, too.
There's a guy that I never liked.
Playoff.
I never liked Justin Rose for whatever reason. I
He's got a
think
punchable
because
face.
But he's growing on you.
But he was
same for
because
me.
I think he was good, and I like Tiger, and now I root for him.
There's no reason not to like him, but
Right.
he is an unlikable guy for whatever weird reason.
No.
I agree.
No, he's a prince of a guy. From
Yeah.
what everyone
Yes.
says, he has a punchable face.
Yeah, punchable English face.
He has a turned-up nose
Yeah.
and a really drawstring mouth.
Yep.
You don't see a big, broad smile from him.
Yeah.
But
It's English.
everyone talks about Justin Rose like he's the man.
Well,
We
on
like him
full
because he's
swing,
old.
On
Yep.
full swing, he really came through personality-wise.
Yep.
Oh,
and he's
really?
doing all this cool thing for
Yeah.
like the Ladies European Tour, sponsors a bunch of events.
And the
Yeah.
ladies need a full swing on Netflix,
Let's
as
work
we
on
talked
that.
about last time.
All right, golf is a game of perseverance. Cam Young, he finally wins a tournament. Had been the guy that's like, this guy's got to break out. Finally wins down there in, was it Raleigh or Greensboro? I believe at the end of the year in Greensboro, and then stars at the Ryder Cup.
takes off. Yeah. The Ryder Cup.
Absolutely had the moment of the tournament for the U.S. team at the Ryder Cup.
Still didn't find his personality anywhere on the golf course, though, did he? Still lost
You
somewhere.
can
He's
do that
working
without
on
the
it.
star.
He's working
as
on
long
it.
as you play good, you can deal with that.
And then Adam Schenk won just a couple weeks ago at the Butterfield Bermuda, which was so ridiculous with the winds that these guys were hitting nearly intentional grounders just to keep the ball out of the air. And that required
I told you about the video.
75%
got sent to me.
knockdowns and all that stuff.
Yeah. So there was a lot of great perseverance stories in 2025. Life happens, 2025. The Century was canceled for this year because Kapalua ran out of water.
Yeah,
Water dispute down there, beautiful course, incredible resort, and it's all brown, and they had to cancel the event. So we'll start Hawaii 1 week later over in Oahu at Waialae Country Club. I'm Vin Scully. Waialae Country Club. The Genesis had to be moved to Torrey Pines due to the wildfires.
Yeah.
It was probably the only place they could take it. Many of us who don't think Torrey does well on television wished it would go somewhere else, but given the fact it's all about the grandstands and the build-outs, and the TV towers and the amenity tents and the luxury villas. Parking, shuttles.
Traffic,
had to happen. Next topic, new course who dis. We had 4 new courses get some airtime on the PGA Tour this year, starting with Philly Cricket Club hosting the Truist. Sepp Straka was your winner. That was the Wickahassen course of the 36 there. My friend Nathan Nye, who is a Philly guy, said he's played there, but they kind of begged and borrowed certain holes. It was a real conglomeration.
Yeah, the PGA Club Professional Championship was there 5 or 6 years ago. I went up and watched it. But
I played there a million years ago.
This is every time the Truist, which is normally held at Quail Hollow, but the Quail Hollow has the PGA, or they had the President's Cup a few years ago. They don't try to have 2 events that year. So the one year we had it at TPC Potomac, and then this year was at Philly Cricket Club.
New course who dis. TPC Toronto at Osprey Valley hosted the RBC. Hurstbourne Country Club hosted the ISCO Championship, which I believe is in Northern California.
No, it's in Kentucky.
Oh, that's the Kentucky.
Danny Barron's the head pro. He's actually our district director for PGA. So really good guy.
Hurstbourne.
Personal friend, and happy for them to be able to have it. It was an opposite field event, right, against something else.
Yes.
And then Black Desert Resort hosted the Bank of Utah. And that worked out splendidly for our friend Michael Brennan, didn't it?
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yep.
Exactly.
And our section professionals had a travel pro-am out there 2 weeks after the Black Desert event, and everybody came back raving.
Oh, yeah.
It was the quality of the course. And there's multiple courses there, but obviously the Black Desert course was the premier.
And they're tied to Cut-Along here.
Yeah, with Cut-Along in Lake Anna. And I can't remember the name of the outfit, but they've got several.
Reef Capital is
Reef
the
Capital,
group. Yep.
So those are the 4 new courses. Other 2025 in review. Be better, fellas. Wyndham Clark had a terrible year, behavior-wise.
Yeah.
Smashed his driver at Quail Hollow, nearly hitting and possibly injuring a volunteer. Then smashed the lockers at Oakmont and barely apologized publicly. Just admitted that something bad happened and that he has
Let's move on.
made it right with the club.
Let's just move on.
Rory snapped at a fan at Sawgrass before going on to win by beating J.J. Spawn.
But you
he
missed
took
Wyndham's.
the phone. What about Wyndham's?
Wyndham's worst thing of the year
Was?
he withdrew, so he couldn't play with Charlie Hull in the Grand
this week.
the Grand.
No,
what's it
that
called?
was Daniel Berger.
Oh, it was
I
Daniel
thought
Berger.
it was Clark. Okay, my apologies.
Okay, by the way, our friend Michael Brennan is playing in this mixed event.
Yeah,
with
he texted.
Charlie.
The only reason I know that is because he texted me. He said, "Thankfully, Berger dropped out."
Okay.
So and he's
so
playing
he's going
with
to play
Charlie
with
Hull.
Charlie Hull.
He's
and
right
what
now
is-
probably playing.
What is the event?
It's the Grant Thornton.
Yeah, Grant
in Naples.
mixed invitational or whatever it's called.
What a photogenic twosome they will be.
Yeah.
Handsome Michael Brennan and
interestingly enough,
Charlie Hull.
like he's been playing. Like they had a pro-am for Tigers tournament that they invited other pros too, but they didn't get to play in the event. But I didn't realize they do stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. So he went and did that.
He did. Yeah,
Yes.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
And then our other local, Denny McCarthy's playing with Nelly.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're another
That's
pairing.
That's great Mid-Atlantic right there.
Yep.
So Rory snapped at a fan at Sawgrass in a practice round on 18 when he hooked one into the water, and the fan says, just like at the Masters in 2011, the fan turned out to be a college golfer who was there, and he apologized to Rory afterwards. Rory took his phone
That's right.
away like he was a school teacher. You'll get this after class.
Yeah.
And didn't really elaborate on the event afterwards, said we're moving on. Some liked the move by Rory. Others said, you know what? You got to deal with that stuff.
Yes, you do.
It all depends on your perspective. Rory then, post-Masters, got the blues, the existential blues, the funk of what does this all mean? Played terrible golf, couldn't put the ball on the planet, ended up smashing a tee marker at Oakmont, which I think should have drawn a fine as well.
Maybe it did. We'll
I
never
think it
know.
should be disqualification.
But then got it back together by the time the year was over, and of course was great. I mean, really great at the Ryder Cup. Adam Hadwin broke a sprinkler at the Valspar.
That's right.
That was
Tried to
great.
step on it to hold it down.
Slammed his club down in anger, and
It's great.
That's awesome, actually.
That was
He's going to
great.
stand right
Yeah.
next to it.
Yeah. They should have said, you have to stand on top of it until we can figure it out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that any damage to the golf course and or property is an instant disqualification.
I am too.
It would be
DQ.
good.
100%
Just
agree.
I am
DQ,
too.
You're out. Like,
Yep.
you don't need to put them up on a cross and pillory them for weeks on end or fine them $1 million. I'm just saying it's a
there's-
DQ.
There's the parking lot.
Yeah.
Hits
Yeah.
the road.
It's a DQ. You're done.
Yep.
Shots of the year. Here we go. Let's
All right.
start with Tiger. Let's start with Rory's 7-iron at the Masters.
Oh, man. On
That's.
15.
I think that's a shot of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to call this the shot of the year. Okay. Here we are. Take a look at it. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much no angle, right?
In smoke.
That's just
Underneath one
insane.
limb,
And the wheels have
rises
kind of
and
come off
turns
at this
over.
point,
Yes.
right?
Right, that's
Seven
right.
iron.
He is hurting.
207.
Back tied to he's
Yeah,
tied
he's
for the lead
co-leader.
at this point.
Yeah.
6-iron yesterday,
Big
set up
year
an
shape.
eagle. Is this enough? It is.
That is
Oh,
unbelievable.
here it comes.
Missed it, of course, but
Yeah, that's right.
The shot of a lifetime.
Yeah, it's that shot of the year. Shot of a lifetime.
you know what's incredible?
That's what Nance said.
You know what's really incredible is the shot of the year. If he didn't hit that shot and then win the playoff, the shot of the year might have been the wedge.
The bad shot.
Bad
Yeah.
shot of the year,
Yeah.
dumping it into the water.
Yeah.
Shot of the year, number 2 on my rankings. JJ Spawn on 18 in the rain at Oakmont.
Cozy it up. Don't need to make it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Got to cozy it up. You don't have to make this.
That's easy to do at
He wasn't
Oakmont.
cozy in it either.
Yeah, that
It
ball
was
was moving.
Yeah.
You know what the best thing about that was? The reactions of the players sitting in. They had so many
McIntyre
cameras on
clapping.
McIntyre and
Yeah.
Hatton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he hold it.
Yeah, hadn't
Yeah, he was doing the
Did
interview.
He make
yes, that was
Yeah.
cool.
And both of them were like, good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that was incredible stuff. And it looked for the longest time we weren't going to get the finish in on Sunday.
Yeah.
And they
little rain delay.
jammed it in.
Yeah, we had some interesting rulings on
Yeah. Burns.
the weather. I mean,
Oh,
the
right.
I think you mispronounced bad. In other news,
I was with you though. I said that, man. I'm not protecting them. Our
all right, then there's this.
temporary water rulings.
The drive by Spawn on
Oh.
17
Yep, the
was
drivable par
arguably
four.
even better because the putt was sort of kind of luckish. This drive was ballsy.
Yeah.
Because everybody was trying it, nobody was hitting it.
Perfect. That's a good line.
You're right.
Oh, this is
You're
one of
right.
the best drives. Yes, it is. Gotta slow down.
Almost went in right there.
Yep.
What a shot.
How about this? The best shot of his life. J.J. Spawn.
Everybody was trying it and missing left or right. You know, you really thread the needle on
Even
that.
that bunker in the front where,
Yeah, where it was
Hatton,
death.
I
Yeah,
think
you're on the
Hatton got-
downhill. Yeah.
There it is again.
It looked, it sounded good from the start.
Just right up the sweet spot. Looks like a
Imagine if it had gone in.
Oh, God.
For
I mean,
a
it went
one.
right by it.
Probably would have been number one.
But
Maybe.
but here's the thing, you bury that into the face of that bunker where the long grass is, you can make double.
I think Hatton did. Or
Yeah.
Hatton made at least bogey.
Yep.
Yeah, or even
He
worse.
chunked it in and yep.
Shot of the year number 3, Scotty Scheffler up the road at Caves Valley, 17th hole down the stretch, battling Bobby Mack, the kid from Oban.
And it just trundles in, right? It just
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be 20 feet short.
Look at Scheffler. Can you believe what you just saw?
there's Bobby.
Bobby Mack can't.
Look at that focus.
Yeah.
Not celebrating.
He's a killer.
Yeah.
That is fantastic because it came at the second to last hole. The amphitheater there with fans, so loud. And the fact that it took so long to see the flag.
Yeah.
The flag doesn't even come into the picture until very late. You're like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is.
To pick up the speed.
Yep, and that was one of the playoffs. So
Yeah. And Bobby Mack is somewhat unlikable.
yeah.
Very,
I
very. You
think
can
he's
have Bobby
definitely-
Mack. Yeah, I don't like him. Ben Griffin, shot of the year, choking up halfway to the hosel to win at Colonial at the Chuck Schwab. Where's my audio on this? There we go.
Nice.
How good is this?
It was a little aggressive, but made the putt.
3 feet, 3.5 feet.
Look at that.
Sunglasses are going to be banned.
Look at that. Such
I've
a
tried
great
that shot a lot,
Right.
and it's never worked out for
But
me.
then here, Matthias Schmid
Yeah.
is like, oh, you did? Watch this.
Oh my goodness, he did!
That was unbelievable.
So good stuff there. Shot of the year number 5, Brian Campbell in a playoff at the Mexico Open
I remember this.
Was this off
with
the tree?
the break of a lifetime.
Brian
Yes, I
Campbell.
don't know about a
that allowed
shot of the
Jake
year, but
Knapp,
break
the
of the
winner
year.
of this tournament last year. They roomed together, in fact, both California guys.
Campbell hitting this very low and out to the right. This is dicey.
This is going to need a good bounce, and that.
And it got one. It hit the tree
I
and
mean,
came back.
come on.
That is the
I mean, that was the thickest
right there.
patch
Yeah.
of bamboo.
Have a
Yeah.
tree issue,
Look
but
at the bamboo.
It is
there.
bamboo, yeah.
Watch the ball fly in to the out of bounds. You see the white stake there by the cart. That is out of bounds right of the cart. That ball was going to be out of play. He was going to have to re-tee it, hit his third shot. Now he'll be playing his second from a nice.
By the way, his caddy is probably sitting there just sweating bricks.
Sure.
Thinking, okay, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Don't tell my man.
Nice
Oh,
break, huh? Well, Patty, don't talk to my ball. Don't say bounce out. Don't say bounce out.
Okay.
I love looking at this caddy going, okay, just eyes ahead.
Play it cool.
Have a little bit of a
Don't
tree
say
issue, but
anything.
Should be able to get it up and near around the green.
But he made the most of it, though.
This hit very well. Exactly what he was looking for.
That'll set up a third.
So there you go on that. And then the last for my shots of the year, Keegan Bradley at TPC Highlands?
River Highlands.
River Highlands.
Cromwell, Connecticut.
Cromwell, Connecticut. A yard that I'm sure Ronas has seen a few times,
Yeah.
being a New England guy.
Yep.
9-iron for Bradley.
Who attended this
Was this a
tournament
playoff
as a
too,
young
or was this
boy.
just
Yes.
down 18? Yeah.
No, this is regular.
Hoping and dreaming one day
Play.
he would make his life
See
out
that
here.
there?
Considers this a major. Can he deliver one here at the final hole? Did he ever?
Yep.
Tell you what, having Nance on the call just makes it even better.
Yeah,
though,
no
you know?
question.
That really is, and if it weren't for Nance, I'm sure having a property on the Hamptons, there's no way he'd do this event because it's not a marquee event.
A dart.
Now, here's one thing I want to point out, okay? Buddy, you remember the good old TPC Avenel crowds when the tournament was in late May, early June, and the entirety of the market would come out to watch. People criticize the layouts, obviously, of these TPC courses, but the fact they all have those 18th green amphitheaters, there's a lot to be said for that. The natural,
100%.
They were built as stadium courses.
I know, and it's like, I think we got to get over the fact that maybe the rest of the course is not a Tillinghast. And just accept the fact that we like the crowds.
Yeah, right. And it's made for TV. Right. That's the whole point.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay. Those were your shots of the year. Now let's get to a couple more things before we're done here today. Interesting new talents arrived on the PGA Tour. Ben Griffin is one of them, a guy who was selling insurance, I believe, or selling real estate briefly. He wins the Charles Schwab. He single-handedly made sunglasses cool again. There's a reason behind
Cheap
those
sunglasses, yeah.
No, there's a reason behind those sunglasses. He explained it. But I don't know what it is.
Sponsored by Tom Kite? Or
No, there is some reason. Aldrich Potgieter won the Rocket Mortgage.
Long ball knocker, that Aldrich.
He made the Jelly Belly fashionable again, at least for 1 week, because he's not one of these thin, athletic guys. Chris Gotterup won the Genesis Scottish, beating Rory McIlroy, proving that you can play golf at Rutgers, of all places, and still make it on tour. And then, of course, our friend Michael Brennan winning the Black Desert Championship and skipping the Corn Ferry Tour entirely.
Yeah,
for suckers.
Good week.
Live Golf did not add any new players of note in 2025. I looked this up. Here's who they added. Tom McKibben, who their best pluck was.
Rory's protege.
Out of Northern Ireland, he's 26 years old. Yubin Jang from South Korea, 22. Luis Mazville from Spain, he's 22. Frederick Kitterup from Denmark, 22. Ben Campbell from New Zealand. My favorite name, Chi-Po Lee from Chinese Taipei.
Chi-Po?
Chi-Po Lee.
And that was it for them
Chipotle?
last year. The Open Championship, though, did offer spots to live players this year.
Yeah.
So that was new for 2025.
That was good. I've been following all those guys since they were young.
TV innovations. We had live drone shot tracing for the first time.
That was awesome.
That was cool.
More of that.
We had rapid round recaps on ESPN Plus, where you get to just literally watch a supercut of an individual player's entire round, every single shot. Nice innovation. We still had the much hated playing through, but we had more broadcasts really trying hard to have fewer commercials. And Ian Baker Finch, great guy, retired. Colt Knost will take his place in what they're calling the Super Tower with Nance, Immelman, and the third guy I've already forgotten. But
Nobilo.
Nobilo's not yet retired. Another super nice guy. He should really retire too, I'm just saying.
Zabe is very happy. One half of his nemesis
Super Tower
has
activate.
In the golf fashion world in 2025, the battle of the hoodie quarter zip has been lost.
Really?
Fully and utterly lost, and you're wearing one.
I got one on.
The golf hoodie
But he's
is
totally
now,
against him.
Buddy, would you agree the golf hoodie is now an acceptable mainstream piece of golfing clothing?
Yes, it is.
It's almost mandatory.
It's
a day like today, Zabe,
in the cooler days, for
where
sure.
you get this up near your neck, and the hood can also like almost a scarf around the neck.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, those days I stay inside. I don't need
well,
a hoodie.
some of us don't have that luxury.
Some people are going to Pinehurst to play
Yeah,
at
right.
35 degrees.
Right, they need the hoodie.
They need more than
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, parka.
On the golf fashion front, the battle for big letter hats is almost over. They have almost won that battle as well.
Yeah,
They don't
that
appear
feels
to be
done.
going away anytime soon.
Yep.
Doesn't mean I won't
They're just
buy.
looking for more ironic things to say on the big hat. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
big hat.
And they are now we have low intensity guerrilla-like skirmishes over yoggers. Yoggers with the tapered pant leg do appear on tour from time to time.
Yep.
They
Euros.
They flare up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a full-blown fashion movement. It's not a war. These are low-level guerrilla conflicts on the fringes of the game.
Yeah, we don't hear much about them.
No.
Till they infringe upon us.
In the DMV, the golf we had this year was pretty good. Senior PGA Championship at Congressional, that was in May. Had Live Golf Virginia at RTJ in June. A lot of thunderstorms, though. BMW Championship at Caves Valley in August.
Yeah, pretty solid year.
And the
more
little
so than
something
most.
called the Solheim Cup. Wasn't that this year?
No,
That was
2 years ago.
last
And
fall,
last
but
year,
close enough.
in case you're wondering.
John lives in 18-month years. It's okay.
I'm budgeting ahead.
This coming year in 2026 is going to be a little dry. We get Live Golf Virginia at Trump, D.C. out in Sterling.
Yep.
And the PGA is at Aronimink, which ChatGPT included in my what major events are in the DMV.
3 hours
What we
away.
did lose last year that should have been in there was the Dominion Energy Classic, the Champions Tour playoffs in Richmond.
Oh, in Richmond.
And
That's gone.
but that was its last year. Yeah,
But didn't it
it's gone.
stay in the area?
No, what stayed is we now have the Corn Ferry Finals, which
Okay.
is this week on the schedule this year somewhere else. Next year it'll be at the Federal Club in Richmond.
Got it.
This week?
No,
Next year?
not this week. Earlier in the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier in November.
Because they could run into.
Is there
For sure.
anything that I forgot of note on the tours and otherwise for 2025? It was a good year. Another year on this planet playing this game that we love with hopefully friends and family that you also love and enjoy spending time with and basking in the vagaries of the game and its incessant frustrations, but also its joys and triumphs.
Yeah. No, you didn't forget anything. I will say, though, on Buddy's behalf, on the equipment side, equipment has taken, in the last 2 years, a leap forward to ease of play. So I would really encourage anyone who's got clubs that are 3 and 4 and 5 years old. We couldn't say that for maybe the last 10 years all the time, that there's a big leap. Technology is really good. I would encourage people to come in, especially with the fittings. But the golf clubs themselves are easier to hit. So you'll enjoy the game better.
I know this personally, buddy, because one of my favorite sets of irons that I'm still holding on to, TaylorMade Racks 2003.
I had those.
They are the sweetest sounding, sweetest feeling irons I've ever hit. The problem, as you know, as I sit there in my basement hitting into my simulator net, they are slow and they don't go high.
Right, right.
And I sit there and I go, I put as hard a swing as I could on that 7-iron. You're kidding me, right? 148? That's it?
Yeah.
They say, yes, that's it. Then I pull out my new Titleist AP2s, and it's 164.
So. I hit the ball farther now than I did in college. And I have the Callaway Elite. Thank God for Callaway.
Nice. And there it is right there.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful club, and it just goes 15 yards farther than the clubs, well, way further than the clubs I hit in college, but even the clubs 4 years ago, it goes 15 yards further. And I don't see any difference in the flight. I don't even know how they do it. Like, I don't even know the physics involved in that. It goes the same height, but it goes 15 yards further. Like, how do we do that?
Yeah, and they're getting so good at the R&D to figure out how to, where do you hit it?
Keep the ball in the air somehow.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And the golf balls were different. In 2000, Pro V1s was 99, 2000.
Yeah.
So we're early in the game with the golf balls the way they are now. So it is interesting to mix old golf equipment with the newer balls. But
I guess that would be one thing that we didn't quite talk about there, and we don't need to get into it, but they did hint about a rollback for the golf ball.
Oh, it's
not hint. It's coming.
It's coming, and it's there.
Is that 2026?
28.
It's not happening.
Yeah, 28 and then
happening.
30.
Yeah, 28.
It's not
and 30.
happening unless the major brands decide that it's the best way for them to sell billions of golf balls because everyone has to get rid of their current ones.
How do you know it's not happening?
I'm just saying.
He doesn't think the manufacturers. How can the USGA make the manufacturers agree to it?
It's opinion.
Okay.
I can't imagine it happening. I mean,
you either?
No. Because the manufacturers have to make something that's rolled back.
Some third party, the USGA, is going to tell these manufacturers, Titleist and Callaway, and
what they can and can't make.
What they can and cannot make.
They already do, though.
They do to a certain extent, but to tell them to go backwards by
actually
X,
and change all their equipment out to produce a less productive ball.
Do you know the hoarding of the hot? You know the hoarding of the hot balls?
Well, no,
that's exactly
my
what's going to happen.
conspiracy is that the major manufacturers, Callaway, Titleist, and TaylorMade, will, and not even really TaylorMade, Titleist and Callaway, which are made more in the United States, they could say, hey, this is a way, if every ball on the planet goes bye-bye, now everyone has to buy new golf balls. Why wouldn't they agree to that?
Yeah, it's a very short term. It's just the problem is it's designed to slow down the tour pros, and it's going to slow down the everyday player.
Correct. That is the problem.
No, I'm dead against
That's
it
the
in
problem
that
with,
regard.
that PGA of America professionals have with it is it screws the public, their regular daily golfer at the
and how are you going to test these things in tournaments? Someone's going to say he's playing with
Correct.
one of those
It
old
puts
balls.
the PGA professionals in a terrible spot because you're going to be the police on whether someone has the correct ball or not.
But again, the equipment, like Gould says, they'd have to invest in all new equipment.
I know,
and they will when moving forward when they see, hey, this is worth it. If they design a ball that's only so much better and it's going to cost all this money to build it, they're not going to do that.
Not to mention they've been getting all these incredibly smart people to say one thing, make that ball faster. Now they got to fill those jobs with a bunch of dopes.
To make it slower.
I can make it slower.
You're telling me it's
total overhaul of all these companies. A bunch of dopes walking around.
They still need engineers to make it slower.
No, the dopes will be able to do that. I can make it slower. Wrap it in cellophane.
Fill it with marshmallows.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, guys. Great year, great season, buddy. Again, thank you to you and Worldwide Golf and Golfdom for sponsoring us, and we look forward to another year and hosting us. Thank you, and having
thank
us here.
You guys for taking the time to build these shows. They've produce these shows, do all the things you do. But you guys taking the time to travel here, because I know that's not easy, middle of the day, middle of the week. You never miss one unless you really have an obligation.
School did.
So,
Yeah, I missed a few.
You know, we all do at
You can
times.
just say Ronas never missed one.
Yeah, that's right.
Could say that.
This is the highlight. I thank Zabe every year for this. This is the high. Every year it's like, man, I hope we get to do the show again this year, because I enjoy spending time with you guys. But this is like a highlight of my week, because it gets relatively monotonous, when you're dealing with my ice water's too cold. So to come out here and to be able to say stupid things, we know the emails come my way. I really, really enjoy it. And I think, and I get feedback all the time I had feedback last night of one of my son's friend's dad goes, give me a podcast. I got to listen to a podcast. He sent him the Capital Golf Gang.
That's awesome.
So
I actually got feedback
appreciate it.
today. One of our listeners said, I'm retiring. I've been listening to your show for years. I follow Zabe and everything he does. I'm ready to volunteer.
Yeah.
What can I volunteer for?
Good. So we're going to have a
that?
tournament this year at my place for us and our listeners.
That's
we're going to get that done. But again, Zabe,
Thank you.
You do all the work on this thing. We just sit here.
And look pretty. Our
just
job's to look pretty.
I look at that screen and start thinking as soon as it comes up. But the work involved behind the scenes is, and you have full-time jobs right now. It's a little light, but full-time jobs, and you still get this done every week. So I appreciate it. It's fun.
You said work. I don't know what that means. This is a passion project
It
for
shows.
me.
Yeah.
It's just fun
It does
to do.
show.
Yeah.
You guys are the best. I love it. We have great conversations on this podcast. Lord knows the world does not need another golf podcast, but we're out here and we're glad that people find us, our own little slice and interpretation on talking about golf as four guys who know a thing or two about a thing or two, and so we're happy to do it. Thank you for listening and spreading the word. We'll be back at it here in a couple weeks as we turn the corner through Christmas into the new year, and who knows after that recap of all the stuff that happened.
What's going to be next year?
And you can't even predict it.
No,
you have
you
no idea.
You
And
cannot.
that's the beauty of the game. All right, guys, thanks again. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see everyone next time on the Capital Golf Gang presented by Golfdom and Worldwide Golf.
This has been the Capital Golf Gang. If you'd like the gang to visit your home course, send your inquiries to zabe@yahoo.com. That's CZABE@yahoo.com. And for free swag, we're all in extra large. So yeah, thanks for the shirts.
The 2025 golf season is in full bloom at Golfdom and Worldwide Golf. The snow is gone, the grass is green, and the birds are singing, and hope abounds for the best golf season of your life. But you won't play your best with just any old discount equipment off the rack. You need clubs and a ball that fits your game, and that's where Golfdom comes in. Expert club fittings are not just for pros, it's for you and me. And I've personally seen the fitting ninjas at Golfdom extract distance and accuracy from everyday players just by putting them in the right shafts and lofts. When it comes to apparel, Golfdom is a fashionista's nirvana. Every major brand, all styles, and golf wear for every season and every condition. Bags, shoes, push carts, boom boxes, tees, gloves, training aids, towels, head covers, umbrellas, rangefinders, the list goes on and on. And they've got an armory of golf ball ammunition large enough to launch an assault on a Scottish castle. So just like the new season of the Capital Golf Gang being in full bloom, so too is golf season at Golfdom. Get into any location in the DMV, Tysons, Rockville, and Annapolis, or shop online at golfdomgolf.com, or wherever you go, look for the Worldwide Golf logo and get the best for your game.